2025 Trek Zone Fan Film Awards continues a now 4-year tradition here at Australia's only science, space and science fiction podcast network, celebrating the best of the best in the niche of Star Trek. 13 categories, 52 nominees, plus the most popular fan film poll. Every fan film released between May 11, 2024 and May 10, 2025 that haven't tried to assert editorial control over us is automatically eligible. It's the most coveted awards ceremony on the calendar. There's a trophy and Tim Tams up for grabs for the winners of Best Actor, Actress, Short Fan Film and Fan Film. Let's dive right in. The ship that's become a character in the story, either by the level of detail or the care taken in shot composition. Nominees for Best Hero Ship are USS Sagittarius, Assault on Pax 12. USS Constellation, Starfleet Legends, Act 3. USS Farragut, Farragut Forward. USS Longshanks, Deception 3. The actor that makes us hate the character who tries to take it out, take it to our heroes. The nominees for Best Antagonist are Prescott, Farragut Forward.
More! Potomac.
Commander Kaj, Starfleet Legends, Act 3.
Sagte Ihnen doch, ich bin ein nicht zu unterschätzender Gegner, Commodore April.
Auf ein hilfloses Schiff zu feuern, ist keine Heldentat und eines Kriegers absolut unwürdig.
Ich bin im Begriff, das zu wiederholen. Diese Taktik wird mir den Sieg über das berühmte Föderationsschiff Constitution bescheren.
The Unknown Attackers, Assault on Pax 12.
A most unique design.
Configurations unknown, Captain. A similar vessel was recently encountered by the Tristan near the Snake Nebula in the Ophiuchus sector. The alien ship was sending out a distress beacon, but attacked the Tristan when it responded.
The Tristan's universal translator could not identify or translate their messages. Their language showed no similarity to any known language or construct.
The enemy vessel was destroyed after lengthy combat.
That's a big ship.
I have never seen anything like that.
Commander Stoven, Deception 3.
I'll go and inform the captain.
Commander, I never told you about the Romulan spy.
You know, Miller, I never really liked you anyway. But thank you for being the perfect scapegoat.
It's not about perfection, but about the effort to match what we know from canon, or even better, creating new looks. The film nominees for Best Makeup are Deception 3.
Kutia, Billy Godato, Ugam Balagot, Bish, Ugamo, Gio, Zasagobea, Jojobeja, Besha Gole Kui.
Farragut Forward.
And grow stronger. When that happens, you need to take a different tactic.
Do not tell me how.
Never forget what I have done for you.
I could have left you and your crew to rot in that Romulan prison.
Protector's Toll.
Says I might be able to visit him.
How long has it been since you've seen him?
Oh, about 6 years, too long.
Starfleet Legends, Act 3.
Oh, mein Kopf. Was ist passiert?
Die Selene werden angegriffen.
Angegriffen? Von wem?
Ich weiß es nicht sicher, aber ich schätze, es sind alte Freunde von uns.
Die Klingonen.
Ich schätze schon. Können Sie aufstehen?
Ich werde es versuchen.
Kommen Sie.
Oh, mein Kopf. Oh. Und was ist mit ihm?
Keine Ahnung.
The power of music to hook us in, captivate us, excite us. Don't rely on the Catalan catalogue too much. The nominees for Best Music are C.S. Waterson, Deception 3.
You know, Miller, I never really liked you anyway. But thank you for being the perfect scapegoat.
Jed T.E. Rhodes, Joint Action.
They did it, sir. Hostiles disabled.
Good work. Contact the freighter. Let's see if we can't lend a hand.
Chris Krosnutsky, Sleeping Dragon.
Expected rendezvous with the Magnetar in 11 minutes. Magnetar is highly unstable. It won't take as much antimatter as I had calculated.
Take that as a warning, Captain.
Weapons offline.
Maintain full power to shields.
Maneuvering thrusters non-functional.
Sensors are intermittently offline and unreliable. Higher logic functions are impeded.
Thomas Heuber, Starfleet Legends, Act 3. Well, it's not about the budget, but about the look. Has the winner tried their best? Can we imagine these might be in canon? The film nominees for Best Costumes are
With no honor.
Farragut Ford.
Tells me there's more to you than we were taught.
What are you trying to tell me?
Your ship is here. Now your crew will die.
Protector's Toll.
Well, perhaps you'll surrender to us.
Screen off.
Starfleet Legends, Act 3. The third option.
Směna Alfa se hlásí do služby, kapitáne.
Kde je poručík Garfield?
Telling the story without standing out. Perhaps it's the hero ship, perhaps it's just a moment of brilliance. The films nominated for Best Visual Effects are
I'm not seeing anything.
Assault on Pax 12.
We gotta get out of here.
No argument from me, Doctor. Assault to Sagittarius.
Please work.
Assault to Sagittarius.
Deception 3.
Engineering status report.
Almost ready, Captain. Just a few moments long.
How are the Klingons doing?
Not well, Captain.
Engineering, we need warp power.
Warp power back online, Captain.
Helm, intercept that warbird.
Farragut forward.
Return fire!
No.
My lord! We must return fire or be destroyed!
Starfleet Legends, Act 3.
Chayarush.
Zurück.
Hook us in, make us want to catch the full fan film. Use the best trailer tactics from decades of cinema. These are the nominees for Best Trailer.
While being alive.
Being Enterprise, The Witherand Resurgence Rise.
The deadliest terrain in our universe.
Captain Simeon's First Command.
Claimed this planet for the Romulan Star Empire.
An ape stole my starship command.
I'm concerned about his character. Or is it because he's an ape, sir?
Constitution. The Final Mission.
Kikibo.
Love that trailer. Original, unique, interesting. Make us feel like there is no timer bar on the film. The nominees for Best Story are Deception 3.
You lie! We demand compensation for this Federation blatant and dishonorable attack on our capital!
Ambassador, as we've mentioned time and time again, the Federation had no involvement.
We know what your plot is. Your Federation has constantly been undermining the Klingon Empire since we signed the Chemical Accord.
Ambassador, I can assure you there is no conspiracy against the Klingon Empire. We are all friends here.
Friends? You are nothing but puppet strings being held by Federation allies. You should know your place.
Ambassador, we should end this here and come back to this discussion in the morning.
A recess would be acceptable.
Well, that went smoothly.
Indeed. I believe we could all do with some rest. We will come back to this in the morning when we have cleared our minds.
Falcons do not need rest. However, meditation would prove useful.
Miller, please escort the ambassador to her quarters.
Protector's toll.
A high priority message from Starfleet. On screen.
I hate to do this to you, Captain, but we have intelligence that a Corsarian vessel has been spotted by an observation station in your sector.
Pirates. Thanks for the heads up. We'll keep an eye out for them.
The situation is more severe than you think.
How so?
Intelligence isn't clear. What we do know is that this Corsarian vessel managed to destroy 2 Federation ships. The transmission we received just before the ships were destroyed indicate that they have acquired a new weapon of some sort. A very deadly one.
Any idea where they got it from?
It doesn't appear to be like any weapons system we know about. Take a look.
Starbase 211, there was just a... The Corsarians were just there. Our ship is immobile. Weapons have been neutralized. They can't...
That's all we got from the Vanguard. The Corsarians must be stopped at all costs, no matter what.
Raiders of the Lost Trek.
Indy, I found something. Let's see. These fossils are millions of years old. This doesn't belong here. Do you recognize the symbol from any other civilization?
No, I don't. But I know someone who might.
Can he keep it quiet?
Yes, he owes me. He'll keep it quiet.
I know how this goes. Digging up dinosaur bones. Somebody finds out we discovered something that has no earthly reason to be here. They'll start asking questions.
You worry too much, Indy.
An artifact like this buried here is no accident.
I wonder where it may take us.
An interesting story, but this doesn't belong here. So where did it come from?
The third option.
Kapitáne, je čas. Podle údajů senzorů dojde k erupci za 70 vteřin.
Děkuji, poručíku Otárie. Skenery na maximum.
Rozkaz. Snímání stabilní. Vzdálenost 50 000 kilometrů.
Pane, doporučuji stáhnout se alespoň na 100 000. Vějíř může vyvolat silný E-impuls. Naše systémy...
Jsou dostatečně chráněné štíty. Jen klid, komandére. Tuhle příležitost nesmíme propást. Vše je potřeba důkladně zaznamenat.
30 vteřin.
Aarone, víte, že jsem vaše rozhodnutí nikdy nezpochybnila. Vážně, ani jednou. Ale tentokrát...
Ještě 20 vteřin.
Erin, co se děje? Ještě jsem vás neviděl takhle nervózní. Tohle je unikátní příležitost. Píšeme tu dějiny astronomie. Tak se v klidu posaďte a vychutnávejte kouzlo okamžiku.
Working with what you have to get the actors, the story, everything to sing together. The nominees for Best Director are Leo Tierney, Deception 3.
Frequency to the Klingons.
Captain, you are holding our ambassador without cause. Release him now or fear our wrath.
I can't do that, Captain. Your ambassador is a suspect and currently under investigation.
Our ambassador is protected by the Khitomer Accords. Release him now.
I will, after our investigation has been completed.
We will not ask again.
No.
Bah, Vinesh. Shields down to 92%. Shall we return fire?
No, I will not be responsible for starting a war.
You have 1 hour to release our ambassador. If not, treaty or no treaty, you will be choking on the darkness of space.
Johnny K, Farragut forward.
Captain on bridge.
As you were. The center seat suits you.
Just keeping it warm for Captain Carter.
Don't you mean Admiral Carter?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Lieutenant, show me the data.
The signal that I was requested to track is here, in a region of space known as the Shackleton Expanse.
What do we know about it?
Very little. Mostly devoid of habitable planets, and the planets that are capable of supporting life are quite inhospitable. A haven for marauders and pirates. Many of the vessels that entered the Expanse are never heard from again.
Bermuda Triangle.
I'm not familiar with that type of triangle.
Chelsea L. Boston and Randall Landers, Protectors Toll.
Course and speed. Camouflage. Captain, I suggest we...
Shields, evasive action. Red alert.
Locking on the enemy target.
Return fire. Phasers and photon torpedoes.
Photon torpedoes away, phasers fired.
Salandra, hail Starbase 211. Request emergency support from all available vessels.
Aye, sir.
Jan Sokar Kraki, the third option.
Hlášení?
E-impuls vyřadil většinu systémů, včetně jištění. Magnetické pole kolem antihmoty se hroutí. Nemůžu nic dělat.
Nouzový postup. Vystřelte warp jádro.
Zkouším to. Bez účinků. Počítač jako by se zbláznil. Tohle nikdo nedá včas dohromady. Skončíme rozptýlení po okolních soustavách.
Can she fix it in time? That's the question. Hitting it out of the park. They may not be a trained actor, but they've got passion, drive, and determination. The nominees for Best Actor are
Lieutenant?
James Sygrove as Commander Stoven, Deception 3.
What's his condition? Will he be alright?
He's received a severe trauma to the base of the skull. And someone's taken the bat left.
It's probably your Romulan spy. I'll go and inform the captain.
Commander, I never told you about the Romulan spy.
You know, Miller, I never really liked you anyway. But thank you for being the perfect scapegoat.
Miller to bridge.
Bridge here. What is it, Lieutenant?
Miller, stop.
I found out who murdered the ambassador.
Miller, I am warning you. Lower the force field now. That's an order.
It's Stoven. He's a Romulan spy.
What?
That was a mistake, Miller.
You got careless, Commander. You should never have mentioned a Romulan spy. Seemed like I'm not the only one with a loose tongue, it seems.
Lieutenant Miller, I want you to arrest Commander Stoven and place him in the brig, pending an inquiry.
Understood, Ma'am.
Computer, activate Stoven Protocol 24601. Enable.
John Broughton as Carter, Farragut forward.
That went well. I've been in that booth 4 times now. I don't think I'll last another.
Don't worry. We're not gonna stay here long enough to find out.
Prescott murdered those 2 ensigns. Why are we still alive?
I don't know. I don't know.
So much for your promotion and my retirement.
Retirement? You're not retiring. I swear to you, we're not finished yet.
You have a plan?
I always have a plan.
Tuck Stevens as Captain Timothy Harper, Sleeping Dragon.
Captain here, Doctor.
We finished our launch preparations, Captain.
Cadmus requests departure clearance, sir.
Permission granted. Godspeed, Cadmus. Time until Cadmus reaches the Magnetar.
48 minutes, sir.
Personal log. The Cadmus is en route to its fate, its destiny, its destruction. Deimos is maintaining a parallel course to monitor its mission. If necessary, if the Cadmus fails in its attempt, I am prepared to attempt the same maneuver with the Deimos. We cannot afford to allow the Magnetar to destroy our galaxy.
Marcus Benaward as Captain Pike, Starfleet Legends, Act 3. Hitting it out of the park. They may not be a trained actress, but they've got passion, drive, and determination. The nominees for Best Actress are Marie-Claire McLean as Captain Castile, Deception 3.
Doctor in a sick bay in an attempt to hide evidence that might implicate him in the murder of the Vulcan ambassador.
Where's Stoven now? What was that?
Reading a shuttle exiting the Longshanks and heading away at high impulse.
That's got to be Stoven.
Head after him.
I can't, ma'am. Most systems are still down. Until we get the warp coil back online, we're dead in the water.
Get me the Klingons.
Yes, ma'am.
So, finally decided to release our ambassador. Or do you need more persuasion from our disruptors?
Romulans, Captain. Romulans are responsible for the murder of our ambassador, and most likely the terrorist attack on your homeworld too.
You have proof of this?
The proof is currently leaving the system in a shuttle.
My former first officer, he's a Romulan spy.
The Romulans will rue the day they threatened the might of our empire.
We want him back alive, Captain, to stand trial for his crimes against all races. Engineering, I need that warp core back online, now.
Kimberly White as Captain Eva Privet, Night Shift.
It's not a delivery ship. It is a Constellation-class starship commissioned in 2284. This class starship served Starfleet in the exploration of deep space, but also scientific research. And yes, even the transportation of goods, personnel to colony planets and outlying systems.
Set phasers to stun and keep them at the ready.
Madeline as Captain Victoria Jarvis, Odyssey Through the Unknown.
Beyond its atmosphere. We're in uncharted territory. Captain, the ground! It's moving!
Donna Cheney as Dr. Sarah Perry, Sleeping Dragon.
Sagittarius A. The supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy. Radiation and gravitic disturbances are so great, as to make it the single most dangerous astrogational hazard known. It is also known by the apt moniker, the Sleeping Dragon.
Why is that?
Because every couple of million years, it spews out a plume of hot gases that destroys life on every habitable planet from 200 to 20,000 light years away.
Are we due for such an outburst?
Unlikely, Captain. Current projections suggest stability for the next 3,000 years.
And under normal circumstances, those projections would be correct.
Under 20 minutes, these are the short fan films we reckon hit the spot this year.
Sensors say we're all alone out here, Captain. If the vessel's cloaked, we may not sense them.
Assault on Pax 12.
Red alert, shields to maximum.
Enemy ship decloaking, Captain.
On screen. A most unique design.
Configurations unknown, Captain. A similar vessel was recently encountered by the Tristan near the Snake Nebula in the Ophiuchus sector. The alien ship was sending out a distress beacon, but attacked the Tristan when it responded.
The Tristan's universal translator could not identify or translate their messages. Their language showed no similarity to any known language or construct.
The enemy vessel was destroyed after lengthy combat.
That's a big ship.
I have never seen anything like that.
Helm, keep us between them and the planet. Keep us in transporter range until the landing party is recovered.
Yes, Captain.
All sections, security check in progress. Report.
I've tried all frequencies, sir. Same as before. Either they can't understand us or they're ignoring us.
Section to bridge, negative.
I think that answers that.
Continue hailing them.
Deception 3.
Kutia, Pilikotato, Ugam Balagot, Bish, Ugamo, Gioki. Zasagobea, Jojobeja, Besha Gole Kui, Balagoe, Balakatoi, Io, Po, Piashu Baja, Alagodore. Venemes.
Starfleet intelligence believe there are 6 Klingons dead, 12 more critically injured, and a large portion of the council chamber devastated in the blast. Calming the Klingons down in these negotiations will require considerable effort.
It sounds like you've got a hard job ahead of you, Ambassador. I don't envy you.
Indeed, the Klingons are very angry.
When are the Klingons not angry? Do they still believe it was the Federation that orchestrated the attack?
Unfortunately, yes. Evidence at the scene shows traces of Starfleet equipment, so despite the Federation denying such an attack, the Klingons are blaming us.
Well, the Longshanks is here to aid you in whatever way we can to help keep the peace.
Thank you, Captain. I appreciate the help.
Raiders of the Lost Trek.
That mass doesn't match how I feel. It's quite heavy.
If the mass doesn't match the weight, what does that say about the material?
I don't see anything quite like this on the periodic table. Watch this. This is very interesting.
Interesting.
Where did you find this?
Me and Sala dug it up in the desert. It was right next to some dinosaur bones.
You joking with me?
If I was joking, you'd know it.
You say you found this? With the dinosaur bone?
Trust me.
You kidding at this point. We didn't have this 65 years ago. Come on now.
I'm not kidding. We were on an archaeological dig of dinosaur bones, and that was mixed in with them.
I can't believe this.
Is that electronic?
You kidding me?
We don't even have stuff like that now.
This is interesting.
So there's only a couple possibilities here. Either somebody put it there, or it was there to begin with. All right, Professor. What do you think?
Be careful what you tell about this. Someone might want to get it from you. Oh, you! You go to sleep now?
The third option.
Kapitáne, je čas. Podle údajů senzorů dojde k erupci za 70 vteřin.
Děkuji, poručíku Otárie. Skenery na maximum.
Rozkaz. Snímání stabilní. Vzdálenost 50 000 kilometrů.
Pane, doporučuji stáhnout se alespoň na 100 000. Vějíř může vyvolat silný E-impuls. Naše systémy...
Jsou dostatečně chráněné štíty. Jen klid, komandére. Tuhle příležitost nesmíme propást. Vše je potřeba důkladně zaznamenat.
30 vteřin.
Aarone, víte, že jsem vaše rozhodnutí nikdy nezpochybnila. Vážně, ani jednou. Ale tentokrát...
Ještě 20 vteřin.
Erin, co se děje? Ještě jsem vás neviděl takhle nervózní. Tohle je unikátní příležitost. Píšeme tu dějiny astronomie. Tak se v klidu posaďte a vychutnávejte kouzlo okamžiku.
Over 20 minutes. These are the fan films that we reckon hit the spot this year. Farragut forward.
Report. We have reached the planet, my lord.
Here, old friend, our destiny awaits. And what of our guests?
The humans are proving to be more resilient than expected.
The problem with Klingons is you fail to appreciate the stubbornness of humans. After a certain point, all the pain and suffering just makes them grow stronger. When that happens, you need to take a different tactic.
Do not tell me how.
Never forget what I have done for you. I could have left you and your crew to rot in that Romulan prison.
My lord, a ship approaches the Expanse. Federation cruiser.
Show me. Now we'll show you how to handle humans.
Engage the cloaking device. Show it, Chata.
Protector's toll.
To ours, almost like it's matching our course and speed.
Camouflage. Captain, I suggest we...
Shields, evasive action. Red alert.
Locking on to the enemy target.
Return fire. Phasers and photon torpedoes.
Photon torpedoes away, phasers fired.
Hail Starbase 211. Request emergency support from all available vessels.
Aye, sir. Captain, all frequencies are being jammed.
Damn it. Keep trying, Salandra. Helm, why haven't we taken evasive action?
Unknown, sir. We're just not moving. Engines are being neutralized by some sort of stasis field.
Attempting to analyze the stasis field. It appears to be similar to a Klingon weapon developed 50 years ago. But the asteroid camouflage technology is unknown.
Weapons are now ineffective as well. Photons are just bouncing off whatever they're using for deflectors, and our phasers are just being absorbed into the stasis field.
Their forward port shields seem to be magnified in comparison to the starboard fields.
And this
Sleeping
is why
Dragon.
I want you here, gentle beings.
Sagittarius A, the supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy. Radiation and gravitic disturbances are so great as to make it the single most dangerous astrogational hazard known. It is also known by the apt moniker, the Sleeping Dragon.
Why is that?
Because every couple of million years, it spews out a plume of hot gases that destroys life on every habitable planet from 200 to 20,000 light years away.
Are we due for such an outburst?
Unlikely, Captain. Current projections suggest stability for the next 3,000 years.
And under normal circumstances, those projections would be correct.
Normal. And thereby hangs the tale.
And it's quite the tale, Doctor.
Do tell.
Dr. Perry happens to have spent her entire life making this sort of unfounded, unsubstantiated prediction.
And these grandiose plans to stop the end of the galaxy as we know it.
Gentlemen.
It's all right, Captain. I've heard this sort of criticism ever since I began preparing for this type of disaster.
Starfleet Legends, Act 3. Well, that's 13 categories, 52 nominees. Let's take you back to the top of the list. A reminder of the categories and the nominees. Best Hero Ship, USS Sagittarius, Assault on Pax 12. USS Constellation, Starfleet Legends, Act 3. USS Farragut, Farragut Forward. The USS Longshanks, Deception 3. Our best antagonists, Prescott from Farragut Forward, Commander Kaj from Starfleet Legends Act 3, The Unknown Attackers from Assault on Pax 12, and Commander Stoven, Deception 3. Best Makeup, the film nominees, Deception 3, Farragut Forward, Protector's Toll, and Starfleet Legends Act 3. Up for Best Music, C.S. Waterson, Deception 3, Jed T.E. Rhodes, Joint Action, Chris Krosnowski, Sleeping Dragon, and Thomas Weber, Starfleet Legends, Act 3. Our Best Costumes, Farragut Forward, the film nominees for Best Costumes, Farragut Forward, Protector's Toll, Starfleet Legends Act 3, and the third option. Best Visual Effects, Assault on Pax 12, Deception 3, Farragut Forward, and Starfleet Legends Act 3. Our Best Trailer nominees, Being Enterprise, The Withered Resurgence Rise, Captain Simeon's First Command, Constitution, and The Final Mission. Best Visual Effects, Farragut, Best Story, AutoCue repeated us actually there, Best Story, Deception 3, Protector's Toll, Raiders of the Lost Trek, the third option. Best Director nominees, Leo Tierney for Deception 3, Johnny Kaye for Farragut Forward, Chelsea L. Boston and Randall Landers for Protector's Toll, and Jan Sokokratky for the third option. Best Actor nominees, James Sygrove as Commander Stover, Deception 3, John Broughton as Carter, Farragut Forward, Tuck Stevens as Captain Timothy Harper, Sleeping Dragon, and Marcus Benowart as Captain Pike, Starfleet Legends, Act 3. Best Actress nominees, Marie-Claire McLean as Captain Castile, Deception 3, Kimberly White as Captain Eva Privet, Night Shift, Madeline as Captain Victoria Jarvis, Odyssey Through the Unknown, and Donna Cheney as Dr. Sarah Perry, Sleeping Dragon. Here are the two big ones. Our Best Short Fan Film nominees, Assault on Pax 12, Deception 3, Raiders of the Lost Trek, and the third option. In our 13th category, the Best Fan Film, Farragut Forward, Protector's Toll, Sleeping Dragon, and Starfleet Legends, Act 3. Congratulations to all the nominees. Look out for our winners announced on July 10. Now, one last order of business before we close out the show. Last year, we opened up a new category to bring in the viewer verdict. It was a tough-fought race with a well-deserved winner and runner-up. This year, voting is available on TrekZone.org at thetrek.zone/most-popular. You can only vote once, so choose wisely. Every film released that hasn't tried to exert editorial control over mentioning Trekkie Mentions or this publication, and released between May 11, 2024 and May 10, 2025, is listed. And we're proud to be the only Star Trek Fan Film Awards ceremony with such an extensive list. No entry fees, no panels of judges to convince, just a jury of your peers. Spread the word. Get your family and friends to head to thetrek.zone/most-popular now. Voting has opened and will close at midnight Australian Eastern Standard Time, July 9. The Daily Science and Space stories with an Aussie flair, plus a deep dive into the science or space headline of the week, and the occasional science fiction podcast. Like, follow, and subscribe for more. Membership available to help us do more. thetrek.zone/support. This has been the nominees announced, a live Trek Zone conversation presentation. Thanks for your company.